Welcome to my introduction for like actual course content. I have shortly introduced this in a YouTube video before, but here I would like to kind of, how do you say it, give a more concrete and short um, explanation of what the series that I'm creating really will entail. So, a trading system can both be proven practical and have an actual use case for retail. It's possible for most beginners to learn. I believe this very much so. Inside, I will be providing tutorials or ways for beginners to pick it up with the use of like LLMs. I think there are some strong cases that there are to be made for why I think it's all fine to do that. And there are ways to trade the markets that see no close to no alpha decay. For example, that would be something like using the daily interval because the volume and the volatility and stuff is so high with so many market participants that the decay or whatever basically becomes a no factor. Um, it would take like all of FANG CEOs to try and exploit your edge. It's also so well documented in science that this is basically a no case. So this is an algorithm that I have been running for close to, I mean, close to 3 years. We're coming up to it. 2026 is 3 months away. If you look at the live performance, there's a very strong gain here. There's a very strong gain here. There's a very strong gain here, here. Very strong, exit here. This was right at the beginning of the Trump tariff thing, at the beginning of the year. So realistically, this algo in live trading would have prevented that 22% drop and would have re-entered right there and would have given you a very healthy run up for about 4 months. 116D, right? So 30 being a month, almost 4 months. This is very consistent. If you look at the metrics, it's 62% winning trades right now. The max drawdown is very low, meaning the risk-adjusted measures of this are very, very good. The live trading period, come on, I keep removing this. The live trading period is right around December here, right? The training data was from 2018. It was very well constructed to be trained to basically have multiple stress tests inside here, 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 where it survived the 2018 correction, 2020 crash, black swan. This write down, it was carefully picked to basically have that training period, to have strong exits out of downtrends. And the methodology of this borrows on academic principles such as the momentum effect and uses trend following methodology to use basically swing trades in your advantage, which basically allows you to not really over trade. It allows you to relax a little bit more. You don't have to look at markets all the time. If you're modeling intraday, intra-hour, the modeling you have to do and the amount of indicators that you have to apply and maths that you have to know is a lot higher. It's a lot more difficult. That is not as much the case here, and that's why I believe it can be taught to a lot of people. And it would be like the perfect maiden project for people to build off of, to try and go beyond this. And that's basically the offer that I have for people, right? You can build an extremely robust system that can run for 3 years, still prove to be very effective, like basically 2-3 years, 2.5 years after the fact. So it's going to be very reliable. You can work on systems in the meantime while you have deployed your current one. I can even show you one that I created as I'm basically constructing the tutorials that the videos are that I'm going to be teaching the basics of it. Here you can see all these decent entries into Bitcoin. This is out of sample testing for the most part. I started testing from 22.6 exits before dips. Wait, that's training data. Ha, never mind. But you can see there's exits before dips here. There's entries up until I believe the jumps to 100K. This is for Bitcoin, of course. So if you start looking at the max drawdown metrics, the risk adjusted metrics are once again strongly improved. That's the main benefit of trend following and momentum effect, is that they do not necessarily up your risk returns, but they do improve the risk adjusted measures, meaning like Sharpe ratios, drawdowns, and they improve like the ratios of risk to reward, meaning your average win will be a lot higher than your average loss, which basically will allow you to hold more risky assets more consistently, which becomes like kind of a marriage between fundamental analysis, because you could start modeling for like your favorite stock. Let's say you really enjoy semiconductors, Taiwan Semiconductors, NXP, as ASML. You can build an algo for it, and you will have a bit more faith holding a more high beta asset, knowing that you can program in like methodology that can decide entries and exits for you in an intelligent enough way that your Sharpe ratio is higher than just someone who buys and holds an asset. That's the basic offer from the package that I'm creating right now. I hope this sales pitch totally sold you on the idea. Cheers, guys. I hope I have this shit online by Wednesday.